What's going on, everybody? Oh my goodness, who do we have? What is happening? Why are we here? The family has a special guest today, ladies and gentlemen. I am incredibly honored and super excited to have my man ANYS on the show. ANYS.
What's up? What's up? I'm not gonna let you finish.
My man.
What's up, man?
How are you, bro?
It's a pleasure to be with you on the show, and it's a real honor to be the first guest. So yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a real honor to have you as my first guest, man. I've been doing a lot of kind of creative thinking, and I've been asking people a lot about what they want and how to make the channel just that much more exciting. And your name came up, and they want me to kick it and chop it up with a whole bunch of artists that I've been reviewing and analyzing and just really engaging with. So I said, you know what? Let's give the people what they want.
Sure, man. Let's always give the people what they want, and I think it's a great idea, and I think it will be a good start to something big.
My man, I love that, man. Thank you for the energy, and thank you for the support. I want to go back 10 months when I first caught wind of your first song, Dichotomy, and the beginning of at least my relationship with you, and really just what blew me away so much. I'm just gonna play really quickly a small little excerpt. Just something small. I know this is an older song for you, but this really hit hard for me and Els when I had him here at the time too. Just listen up.
When your main sponsor her phone, you're on the nigga. When the gasket, everybody stone, you're on the nigga. The beat got me feeling like I'm the nigga. My flow is so good, it makes the man trigger.
Yo, Waile. So I wanna bring you back to that time, ANYS. Just tell me who you were, what were you up to, what were you thinking? Why did you feel like anybody needed to know who you were, and how were you able to just come up with this flow and this singing rapping mix so well? Okay,
so let me talk to you about Dichotomy. Dichotomy is the first song where I actually found myself. You know what I mean? Because before I was a huge fan of the hip hop culture. I was a huge fan of rapping, of singing. But I was a singer. You know what I mean? I used to do covers. I used to do covers of pop songs, of stuff that was really far from hip hop. You know what I mean? And then I said, let's give that shit a try. You know what I mean? Like, rap can be a good idea, but let's put a little touch into it. Let's put this little singing into it, and let's do this rapping / singing thing, and see how it feels and how it goes. And back then I was working alone, so I had a beat that was like staying in my mails. Like someone sent it to me like a year ago. And I just listened to it, and I said, "Man, let's kick it off on this beat, and let's do something amazing." So I took that beat. I went to record at West. Is a producer in Morocco.
Of course, I know West.
Yeah,
Wadrari.
You know. Yeah. So I recorded the song in his studios. He mixed it. He mastered it. He did a good job on it. And it came out like this. And the thing is, when it came out, it didn't actually buzz that much. You know what I mean? It had the usual 10K, 20K. You know, it's okay. And then after your reaction, actually, people started to notice it. It quickly got reacted to by other people. And then just recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, I did Tawil, which is it was a Moroccan YouTuber who does like this, talking about Moroccan rap, etc. He mentioned my song, and then it actually blew up the second time, and now it's like at 120K or something like that. So it's good. Amazing.
And you know, it's funny how it works. Like, people always think that it happens overnight, and they don't understand the gradual grind. You know, it's a slow and steady process.
It's a really slow process, and one thing that people lack often in the music industry is patience. They don't know that, like in their head, their hit is the one hit, but it might not work. You know what I mean? You gotta be patient. You gotta be persistent. You gotta give people what they want, and one day or another, you blow up. You know what I mean?
Okay, you're right. That sounds really nice, but you're fucking talented, though, bro. You know what I mean? Like, talent, I think, for me personally, I think patience and perseverance is important, but I also think self-awareness is incredibly important too. And I think that you are really in touch with your vocals and what you excel in. There's certain tones that you hit, and you know you hit them. And I know that you emphasize them in your songs. And for me, what did it was, you know, the rapping, the bars were good, but it was when you smashed all of our faces with the high pitch, and you went all in with very little auto-tune and maybe zero, and really this natural display of your talent. That's why I reacted to you, and that's why I felt like I needed to represent you, because real recognize real. And the dichotomy, I love the title, because you're talking about a duality between two opposing energies that were clashing together.
And there's more than, you know, like, there's the contrast between rapping and singing. There's the contrast between English and Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
There's the contrast, if you go deep down in the lyrics, between being this guy that's just want peace and want nobody to fuck with him, and the other guy who actually provokes people and tell them to fuck off. So that's what's dichotomy about.
I love it. Now, how do you know 3 languages? So your English is super advanced, and like, obviously your French is top notch, and I assume you speak also Darija. So how did you learn the languages, bro?
Well, my native language is Arabic. I was born in Morocco. I grew up there until 18, and then I came. You know, in Morocco, you're being taught French, in school,
right,
as your second language, and you're being taught that from your first grade.
Yep.
So French came like that, and then English. I was always interested in the language as in music, as in series, as in movies. So it's something that I self-taught myself, and then it was completed by school, and then it was completed by all the music I was listening to, by all the movies I was watching, by all the books I was reading. Okay. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing that fancy.
No, for real. No, it's really impressive, because not a lot of artists from Morocco are able to use all 3 in their work, and I was thoroughly impressed when I heard your English, because, you know, a lot of artists will throw in some English. A lot of them will do the English titles and stuff, and it makes sense from a business perspective. But when I heard you actually coming up with real deep bars and actual like sensible lyrics in English, I thought that it was really good. And Lebanon is the same way. Lebanon is actually the only ex-French colony in the Middle East, and so French is our second language too. And so that's how I was able to pick it up. But you know, mon français c'est pas vraiment parisien, c'est plutôt franco-canadien, mais j'essaie le plus que possible.
That's good, man. The thing is, like, I know my strengths, and maybe the fact that I speak or understand English or French, it's not really the thing. The thing is, I can write in them. You know, I can write songs in all 3 languages. That's maybe what's kind of impressive, and it's good, man. It's not something that I've always known how to do. Because when I came, for example, I used to write exclusively in English. Like, I used to do my songs in English, and when I came to France. Actually, the big thing that made me change my mindset is I was offered to do The Voice. You know,
yes, I saw you on TV. You were on the show.
Yeah. No, but that was not what I did. I did the French Idol. But yes. I was offered The Voice way before that, and I was actually picked to go to the final stages, like before the blind audition and everything. And they told me, hey, you know how it works in TV. Like, it's not your choice to pick whatever song you want. They tell you you're gonna and they imposed a French song. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I can't do that. Like, I can't sing in French, and I declined the offer. You know what I mean? And when I came back home and like time passed by, I regretted the choice that I made because I'm in a country, I'm based in Paris, so I'm in a country that talks only in French, and few people understand English, and if I want to make it here, I gotta make French my strength here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta learn how to write in French. I gotta learn how to sing in French, and at first I sucked at it, but then I believe in self-teaching yourself and in improving it. That's what happened.
Love that, man. The grind is very, very apparent. It's very clear to me, and you're still in the very early stages of your career. But what advice would you give to, because I get a lot of requests. I get a lot of people that are trying to start and they have a lot of faith in themselves, but perhaps maybe the quality of the product isn't really up there yet. And what advice would you give any young artist, or any artist in general, not necessarily young, but anybody that's looking to start their career, and what kind of hustle do you suggest for them, and what movements did you make in the early days?
The most important thing to know is to know yourself and know your strengths. You know what I mean? We're in the era of social media, and people see they see what other rappers can do, and they're impressed by that, and they want to do like them. And that's a big mistake. You can't dream about being a rapper just because you're impressed by another rapper's career or what another rapper's achieved. You need to have this special thing in you that you're willing to work on and to promote and to give to the people, so that they see that thing that's special about you, and you're gonna blow up. But if you work just to do like another artist, or to do standard stuff that will not represent who you are and will not give you an identity, you will just be like everyone else, and people will not see the what makes you different, and you'll stay in your place. That's the only thing.
I couldn't agree more. I think that going deep and becoming as niche as possible is the way to go. Even for me, when I started this journey and I said, you know what, I want to represent sort of the Middle East and North African culture as best as I can, and I just don't want to be another reaction channel because there's hundreds of other people doing it. What flavor, what can I give people that they're not getting elsewhere? And that it takes longer though, right? That's the big disclaimer. That's the big note at the bottom of the contract, is that you got to be patient as fuck, because if you don't want to be vanilla and you don't want to be a Me Too artist, you're going to have to wait for people to get to know you. That's it, man. That's it.
People think that the artists that are big right now, they came out from nowhere, and that's wrong. They all had this long years where they were discovering themselves, maybe putting out work that nobody knows about, and once they found what makes them different, what gives them the strength, they worked on it, they emphasized it in their work, they made the whole work about it, and they succeeded, and that's the way to go. To be an artist is a process. It's an adventure where you discover yourself, and if you think it's just if you want to be a one-hit wonder, then it's not the mindset to happen. Even if you succeed into being one, then you will disappear in no time, and it's not gonna work.
How do you balance? So you're signed to Majestic, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So when I look at your work, when I look at Dichotomy, or I look at Malad or San Diego or some other great bodies of work that you've created, how do you balance what's inspiring you from within and the industry trying to influence or let you know, they're like, yo, ANYS, you're a fantastic artist, but we think that you should maybe go in this direction. How do you cope?
Thing is, with Majestic, what I like about them is they kind of give you this little freedom to do whatever you want, basically. I'm not gonna lie. We work on many projects, and once we agree on something together, like it just comes out to the world. And the thing is, this what we're talking about now is another step in my career. Maybe later when I'll be signed to a major and they'll be imposing stuff. And I got offers actually. I got offers with really tempting amounts of money or whatever you want, but they wanted to give me this fake image about myself. You know what I mean? And I declined that because that's not me. And it's not because I don't have the power to negotiate, because I don't have a bigger fan base than I should have. Then you will come and just tempt me with money and tell me whatever you want to tell me. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to grind until I make my own vision a reality and I make it work. And then if a major want to come and sign, then they sign and they go with my vision, you know. And even if they want to suggest a vision, then they suggest it, and we find a mutual agreement. But it should not be an imposed thing, because then the artist lose his identity and he will fail.
I find that in any creative area, whether it's on YouTube or whether you're creating music or whether you're a painter or whatever, as soon as you do something really well, people want to box you in and they want to corner you to just do that one thing or to just talk about that one topic. And it's so tempting to just, you know, go as far as you can in that one small thing. But then later what you start to realize is that ANYS is no longer present. You become like a caricature of yourself.
Yeah, that's it, man. Because let's not fool ourselves. Like if you're signed to a major and if you do it like professionally, you become a product, and people need to be conscious with this idea to be a product. The thing is, you just need to convince them that your vision can sell. That's the only thing, because the guys in the majors are businessmen. Like, few of them understand what your music is about, and they just want to sell. They just want to have money. So you just need to convince them that you're gonna make money with your vision, and then they're okay with it. But the most difficult thing is for rising artists that have no power of negotiation yet. Like they did not prove that their vision worked. So when a major comes in, they impose their vision. They say, listen, like you're struggling for 2-3 years, you're making like 100K on YouTube. That's not gonna work for us. So we want you to go this way. And a lot of, like 99.9% of artists will go with their vision. I didn't, because I believe in what I want to do, and I think that one day or another it will work. That's it.
Je suis malade et Dieu, c'est la remède.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
Man, that song was really one of the most lyrically touching songs I've ever wrote.
I agree.
It actually talks. It's not about me actually, because I do like in my writing process. I feel like I'm an actor. You know what I mean? Like I get in someone's boots, like in someone's place, and I write as if I was in their situation. You know what I mean? So my life actually talks about a friend of mine who actually was in a really tough period of time, and he was about to commit suicide. You know what I mean? And he was like going through the worst things in life, and when he told me his story, like it got me inspired. And when it gets me inspired, I don't write in third person. You know what I mean? I write in first person. Like I get into this character thing, and honestly, like when I was writing it, I was in such trance that I always supposed that it was me. You know, like I felt all the feelings that he was feeling, like in myself. And yeah, so we talks about this, you know, this period of time when you feel like you're hopeless, like nothing works, like you're sick, not only physically but mentally, and nothing goes your way. And sometimes the cure to that, and maybe how I did see it is to take a big step back and say, listen, like I have this and I have this and I have this. Let's work on what I have and and not on what I don't have. Even if you have nothing, sometimes you have God. You know what I mean? So God can be your remedy. God can be your cure. And actually, the friend I was talking to you about, he got really religious after his period of struggle, and it actually helped him. Now he's like, he made a family. He has one child and another on the way. So it's nice to see how something like God, which is something we can't see, we can touch, we just believe it, can change like a whole life from the worst to the better. That's good. That's nice.
Yeah. That's really something special to be able to live through another person and deliver it. And the video was really powerful too. And sort of, I was trying to pick out as many symbolisms as I could with the broken wall or with the water or whatnot. And, you know, I think that you did such an amazing job at doing that. I do have some experience with anxiety, with depression and mental health myself. And I do understand how, you know, looking up to a higher power, and sometimes people, they say it's God, right? Some others, they say it's the universe, or some people find comfort in another energy. And, you know, I think that's one of the most powerful stories, because we can get so lost in our own minds sometimes that it becomes a black hole and we can never get out of it.
Exactly. And when I say God and when I say Dieu c'est le remède, like it can be God for me or for another person, but it can be something else for people who don't believe in God, and that's totally okay, you know. It can be just that power to believe in something, and that's something to keep you alive. That's the most important things. It can be a dream, it can be an energy, as you said. It can be something that keeps you alive, something that keeps you working or hoping to reach it. You know what I mean? And that something can be anything, as long as you picture it, as long as you dream about it, and as long as you're willing to achieve it. That's it.
That's a pretty big topic. That's pretty heavy. I want to talk now a little bit about what you're up to. What can we see from ANYS in the near future? I don't know if you have a sample, or you want to give us a sneak peek, or you want to talk about what you're up to. Go ahead and tell the people what they can expect from ANYS now.
Listen, I'm going to talk about you in general, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek and something really exclusive.
Hey, exclusive, let's go.
So yeah, in general, I'm in a position in my career right now where it's really difficult. Like I get many producers that approach me, and I'm trying to see what's best and how I can accept the right deal, if you know what I mean. That's why like musically now I'm kind of slowing down, because there are a lot of things in the background that people don't see that are in the, like I'm working on. And but I never forget music. And we talked about Dichotomy, right?
Yeah.
And Dichotomy will be actually celebrating its first year release in the 22nd of March.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so for that anniversary, I'm willing to release Dichotomy version 2.
Okay.
Which will be called Trichotomy, and Trichotomy will be in 3 languages. Will be in French, Arabic, and English.
Nice.
And it will be in the same energy, in the same power as Dichotomy. So yeah,
I can't wait.
Maybe I can let me see if I can make you hear a little sneak peek of it.
Hey, my man, yalla, let's do it. Trichotomy. This is an exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. Zihou gang, lucky family. Don't forget where you heard it first. Whew. Hey. Ya salam. Yo, I need that exclusive real quick.
Nah, man, I'm gonna send it to you. It's gonna have a music video that I'm gonna film Tuesday.
Nice.
It's gonna be lit.
Oh, that's amazing, man. I love that. Trichotomy. I cannot wait, guys. And I know if the quality was a bit whatever, guys. It's the first episode, ladies and gentlemen. The families, we're just trying to figure it out as we go. ANYS was gracious enough to give us that sneak peek. Big shout out to you, my man. Honestly, like that really means a lot. And I reached out on Instagram and I asked the fans what they wanted me to ask you, and I got a few questions, but just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna pick one. And one fan had a pretty deep, not deep, but more personal question for you that I think you would appreciate. And apparently, you have history with football, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's asking, he's like, yo, what's your story with football? What's the deal with football? And what can you tell us?
Man, when I was 17, when I was back in Morocco, I was playing football at a pretty high level. I was playing with the local team, youth team, and when I was playing there, like I was hoping to make a career out of it. My dad is a football trainer.
Okay.
And but strangely enough, he was the one who actually got me out of football because he didn't want me to waste my life like going after football in a country that doesn't actually appreciate whether it's the artistic or the sport talents. And he was right. So I stopped football at 17, 18. I got out of Morocco and I came to France. I was actually so busy with my studies that I didn't actually have the chance to play it. But now I came back. Now it's my first season since I was 18 or 17. I'm playing with a local team here in France, and it's not actually, I'm not going professional in it, but I'm just having like fun with people, and that's it.
That's amazing, man. That's really, you know, I think that's really important to note, like your relationship with your father and his ability to recognize sort of maybe what's best for you and
exactly.
Deploying self-awareness at a very young age is really important.
Exactly, because his vision, I didn't understand it back then, but I do right now. And if I have an advice to people, because I know like young people watch you a lot, sometimes like parents will tell you to do some things that you will not understand. And that's normal because you're not in the age of understanding their decisions. But trust me, when you're young, you're full of dreams, you're full of hope, and sometimes you forget the barrier of many obstacles that you will be confronted to, and your parents are there to see that and to tell you what's best for you. So I'm not telling you to blindly listen to them. I'm just telling you to appreciate the fact that they're putting time into telling you what to do and to think of the best for you. So thank them every day. Think deeply about their decisions and then do whatever the fuck you want.
I like that, man. Well said.
Yeah.
So guys, if you guys are listening and you're trying to figure out sort of your relationship with your parents and what to do next, take it from my man ANYS. He's been through it, and those are some really great words of wisdom, man. I couldn't have put it better myself. I mean, obviously, this is going to be a really great and lengthy episode coming up on the channel. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, my man? Was there something else on your mind?
Nothing really. Just want to thank you. I just want to wish you good luck in this concept and whatever thing you are willing to do later. Thank you for the fact that you were one of the first ones to actually have my back. And as I told you, I'm gonna have yours because I don't forget people who were there from the first struggle or from the first grind. So I'm gonna have your back, man, too, and good luck, and let's make it together. That's it.
Habibi ANYS, like I said, man, like you're not just an artist. I think that you're a really good friend, and I'm really happy that we were able to connect through doing what both of us love. We were able to somehow come together, and we're definitely gonna keep this up. Guys, for the family, leave any question you want in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this brand new episode, this brand new type of style that we're doing for the Aili, for the Usra, pour la famille. You know it's zihou gang. I'm with ANYS today. He's gonna be back, no doubt. ANYS, you wanna say something for the gang?
Take care of yourself, take care of your families, and see you soon.
My man. Peace, man. Thank you, Habibi.